Hi and welcome. This is week 17 of my 50K training series. So if you're new here, go back and watch the other videos to get caught up and know what's going on. So let's get into week 17. So week 16 ended off with a split up long run. I did about 8 miles on the trail and about 7-ish on the roads. Just because I was feeling flat, hadn't fueled well the day before, a whole bunch of things. So on that Monday following, which was this Monday that happened, I just did a rest day. Just let my body rest, went to work, that kind of thing. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday, I started off my day with an easy 6-mile bike ride, and then after work, I did my leg day lift. So overall, great start to my week. That's really it, like super easy miles, lifted, heavy weights, really feeling good. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday, I did about a 7.4 mile run. Just easy miles again, listening to my body, everything's going great, feeling strong. Thursday, I was just feeling like I needed another rest day. I was feeling really tired. I was feeling like I needed to take a break. So took another rest day. Totally fine. Always a good idea to take that second rest day or that third rest day or that extra rest day than you are planning, just because when your body's like, hey, maybe take another day, you should listen to it. Just always. That's my rule of thumb for myself and my clients. So moving on to Friday, I was ready to tackle the day. I got up early, went to the gym, got in 8 miles on the bike. Super pumped, ready to face the day. Work calls an hour before I have to leave and like, hey, you don't have to come in today. Cool, yes. Was that annoying because you didn't tell me the day before? Yes, so much, but whatever. So great. My day got restructured in my brain. Originally I was, going to go to work. I had packed my lunch already. I had makeup on. And then I was like, oh, you didn't need to do any of that because you're going to be home all day, which was great. Great. It was like a blessing in disguise kind of thing, even if it was annoying. So I kind of restructured. I went for a mile walk just to get some fresh air because I've been working on a super secret project for everybody that I'm so excited about. It's almost done. So I was doing that all day. And so I took a walk break halfway through the day, ate lunch, that kind of thing. And then that was it that day. Then moving on to Saturday, it was another fishing tournament morning. So that meant 4:30 a.m. alarm, and the husband's out the door by 5 a.m. to go fish and see if they can, catch some big ones and win and whatnot. So I was left to my own devices, and I, did some cleaning. I did an upper body lift, which I'll insert a little video of me failing my bench press. This was the second time I've tried 105 pounds. First time I tried, I didn't film it because my husband was helping me. He was spotting me. And this time I was like, I'm confident. I got like 2 reps with him. He said I had more reps. I got this. Did 1, 2 was a little rough, but I was like, I got this. I can do 3, right? Like shoot for 3. And I got down on the third one, and I just, in the video it doesn't look like it, but I was like, it felt like so long. I was like pushing and trying to like make it move, and it wasn't moving. So I had to like dump it. Not happy about that, but I survived. Chest is a little sore today. But so it's always important to know how to fail your lifts, especially when you're lifting alone. And that's why I don't own any actual clips like for the barbell, because 99% of the time I'm downstairs lifting on my own. So I need to be able to dump the weight, especially in this situation, because rolling 105 pounds down your body so you can sit up does not feel good, probably. Like I've done it with just the bar, and that's not great. So yeah, no thank you. But yeah, so everything was going great. I got the upper body lift in. I did my 6 miles to kind of round out the week. And then I had my nieces, their little party, their birthday party to go to. So I had to go do that. So in the afternoon there, and that was great. Love getting to go spend time with everyone. And then today is Sunday. Now, this is where my third super great week stacked all on top of each other, and I'm so happy with everything that's going on, just failed and died horribly. Because, if you've been around this whole series, or even just the past 5 weeks, you've known that this training block has been a complete and utter mess. a training block from hell, if you want to call it, because that's what I'm calling it. I had planned 10 miles. It's going to be a cutback week, just because of the extra rest day, kind of knocked off some mileage and not getting in a double day on Wednesday. So I was like, hey, it's fine to take a down week and then have the next 2 weeks to kind of peak and then a taper. Totally fine, not even worried about it. And today I go set out feeling fine, about 3.5 to 3 3/4 mile in is when I kind of fell apart. I'm going to insert a different video that I filmed earlier on the couch afterwards, just because it just explains more of how frustrated I am. Hey, so I wanted to just kind of recap my long run specifically here, and that's why it's not like filmed in my little office. I'm chilling on the couch. That being said, okay, so let's kind of get into it. I headed out the door for my 10-mile run today, and all things great. I had plenty of fuel with me. If anything, I had probably too much fuel, but never a bad thing for that. I wasn't gonna hit the trails just because I wasn't feeling it. I was like, no, I just want to get this run done. I'm just so over it right now. Like, no motivation to get out the door. So I had my morning bagel with peanut butter and got dressed. I was like, okay, let's just get this done. Now I'm coming into like 3.5, 375 mile, 3.75, like 3/4 mile in to the run. And I'm like, okay, like my calves have been like annoyingly tight a lot of the runs, just this whole training block really, but especially lately. And I've been like using the massage gun, foam rolling, stretching, having my husband massage them just to try to get them to be less tight. I've been taking baths with Epsom salts. Like, I've been doing all the things, and they've just been angrily annoyed. I don't know what to tell you. And so I'm like 3.5, 3/4 mile in, and I get like a kind of like a dull pain in the front of my shin. Now, mind you, this is the same shin that I stress fractured. I caught the stress fracture early, so it wasn't like actually fractured yet or anything back in 2024. So I obviously am a little concerned, like, hey, like, just keep listening, seeing how it feels. Like, one little dull pain that went away real quick, totally fine. Like, just keep going. Now I've hit 4 miles, so about half to a quarter mile later, I get a sharper pain in my shin. Instant stop. I'm not happy. We'll just say that, not happy. I'm like, are you effing kidding me right now? So I pause the watch. I call my husband. I'm like, hey, yo, I need to pick up. This happened. My shin hurts. We're having a problem. I'm going to cry. So, call him. He's like, hey, where are you? I'll just come pick you up. So that's what he did. My night training armor came and picked me up. I came home. I showered. He made breakfast. It was great. I only got 4 miles in out of the 10 I was going for, which is annoying because I am 4 weeks out from this race. I cannot deal with an injury right now. What the F? So, yeah, not happy. But because I'm listening to my body, I'm going to be, the plan for the next week is pretty much ride the bike. We are riding the bike at the gym. We are sitting as much as possible. We are not going for walks. We are not lifting leg day, and we are not going for runs. About Thursday, Friday, we might test it on like a walk, maybe a little light run. But to be honest, I'll probably just chill to the weekend, then decide, and just keep listening to my body, because by that point it'll be 3 weeks out, and I need to make the actual executive decision of, hey, is this going to break down my body? Like, I want to run a fall marathon. Like, it's either, do I do this and get injured and then not have the fall marathon because there's not enough time to get injured, or heal from the injury and then build. Like, there's just realistically not enough time for a fall, like, October marathon. So unfortunately, we're playing this by ear. I am not happy, but I'm going to be very realistic about this, that, like, if the pain sticks around for a whole week, I'm not going to be running that race, and I'm going to be bawling my eyes out, which you won't see because I'm hugely against the whole filming while you're crying thing. I know sometimes it just happens, but like, I took the time to make sure I was mentally in a space where I wasn't going to bawl my eyes out while filming this. That's why I'm filming it here, and then I'll film the rest of my week recap later. But yeah, so long run was not long. Maybe it's because I ran 6 miles yesterday. I don't know. All I know is my leg just hates me, I guess. So we are praying that it's just being stupid and it'll magically feel better by the weekend. And yeah, that's gonna be the closing of the recap of my Sunday run, and I'll finish up what I'm hoping for and everything for the rest of this training block after this little part of the video. But yeah. But nonetheless, my hopefulness is definitely down the drain. But I'm still trying to be positive. I'm still trying to believe that this is just a tiny setback and I'll be fine. But obviously, I'm doing weekly updates here, so you'll know what I end up deciding, obviously. But right now, it is listen to my body. There's no running planning this week, just because I'm taking this very, very cautiously. That's the word, cautiously. I want to make sure that I'm doing this smartly and not end up with a stupid stress fracture. So, especially with my races further in the year, I want to make sure I can run those. And if that means not running this one, regardless of the series, and regardless of all the training I have put in, that'll be, it is what it is. So right now it's still on, depending on how this week goes. The only thing I have for movement this week is going to be on the bike. I'm limiting time on feet in general. Thank God I have a desk job. And a lot, like I'm not doing a leg day this week. We're scratching leg day is not happening. We're not running. We are going on the bike for any and all cardio and movement. I'll do an upper body because 99% of that upper body is seated, and the other stuff that isn't seated I can just not do. So that being said, hopefully next week is better. No promises. I'll probably have more answers next week to try to feel out what I'm doing, because next weekend, depending on how the leg feels, depends on what I do. And if I, as the week progresses, if I need to see a doctor or if I'm totally fine. So that being said, hopefully next week is better. And yeah, so if you want to follow along for the rest of this little journey, the next couple of weeks, I think it's like 3 weeks, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And that's all I have for this week. So I'll catch you next week.